Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So the Motorola's Moto G6 Plus is out, and in this video I'm gonna compare it against the Samsung's Galaxy A8 and the A8 Plus. So let's get into the video, and starting off with the construction. So both handsets are coming with aluminum frame and glass back, where it's gonna be more mirror-like on the Moto G6. The screen size is 5.6 inches on the Galaxy A8, then it's 5.9 inches on the G6 Plus, and then it's 6 inches on the Galaxy A8 Plus, and it's longer in aspect ratio on all these handsets. So the A8 is gonna be smaller in overall size compared to the G6 Plus, while the G6 Plus is gonna be exactly the same as the bigger A8 Plus, and the A8 series does not have the camera bump versus the G6 have a prominent camera bump. The bezel size is gonna be the same on both handsets, while the G6 is coming with a quite big chin. And as for the weight, the A8 and the A8 Plus both are gonna be heavier than the Moto G6 Plus. Both handsets are coming with on-screen control keys for navigation, and the fingerprint scanner is on the back on the A8 versus it's on the front on the Moto G6. So we can also use gesture control feature on the handset with it. And the G6 is coming with front-facing loudspeaker, which is gonna be the earpiece, versus it's on the right side on the Galaxy A8. For connectivity, both handsets are coming with USB Type-C port along with the headphone jack, and at last the A8 series are gonna be IP68 certified, being fully water resistant, versus the G6 is coming with water repellent nano coating, which makes it splash proof but not fully water resistant like the A8. The display is IPS LCD on the G6 Plus versus its Super AMOLED on the Galaxy A8. The screen resolution is Full HD Plus on all these handsets, including the A8 Plus. So the screen sharpness is gonna be over 400 pixels per inch on all these handsets, which is good. As the screen is OLED on the A8, the always on display feature is gonna work on it without any problem, while we can also have always on display on the Motorola devices by installing a Motorola's app, but as it's IPS LCD screen, it's gonna eat more battery. And at last, for the protection of these screens, there's gonna be Gorilla Glass 3 on the Moto G6 versus the screen protection has not been specified by Samsung, but the A8 series are of course gonna have some protection on them. As for the performance aspects, the G6 Plus is coming with Snapdragon 630 inside versus there's gonna be Exynos 7885 on the A8. As for the benchmarks, both of these are gonna be really close, where the Snapdragon being a slightly behind. So in everyday usage, both handsets are gonna be head to head. The RAM is gonna be 4GB on both handsets, which is good for average multitasking, while there's also gonna be a 6GB variant of the G6 Plus versus 1 out of 2 variants of the A8 Plus is coming with 6GB of RAM. The storage options are 32 and 64GB on the A8 and the A8 Plus versus 64 and 128GB on the Moto G6 Plus, and on both handsets this storage can be increased. Now coming to the camera, and it's gonna be 12 megapixels main sensor on the Moto G6 Plus versus its 16 megapixels main sensor on the A8, and both are coming with aperture f1.7, which is really good for low light photography. On the G6 Plus, the secondary sensor is 5 megapixels, and it's gonna help in taking background blur portrait shots, and there are gonna be more effects like this on the Moto G6. For refocusing, the A8 uses face detection autofocus versus the G6 Plus uses more advanced and accurate dual pixels face detection, and for stabilization, both handsets are gonna have software based stabilization. The maximum video recording resolution is 1080p at 30 fps on the Galaxy A8 versus its 4K at 30 fps on the Moto G6 Plus, so a huge edge here. And the G6 Plus can also record slow-mo videos, which should be in 720p at 120 fps versus the A8 can't shoot slow motion videos. The front camera is 8 megapixels on the Moto G6 versus its 16 megapixels main selfie shooter on the A8, and the secondary sensor on the A8 is gonna be 8 megapixels, and by the help of it we can take more hardware based portrait selfies on the A8, and the front field of view is really wide on the A8 as well, which is 85 degrees, means wider selfies to fit more people in. at last for the battery, and it's gonna be 3000 mAh on the Galaxy A8. Compared to this, it's 3200 mAh battery on the Moto G6 Plus, and then it's gonna be 3500 mAh battery capacity on the A8 Plus. And thanks to this larger battery, the A8 Plus does last longer than the Galaxy A8, and the G6 Plus should fall right in the middle of these two. And for the fast charging, the A8 and the A8 Plus are coming with 10 watts fast charging, but they recharge in the same amount of time in spite of the capacity difference, versus the G6 Plus is coming with 15 watts fast charging. So this is it for this video, guys. Let me know what do you guys think about both handsets, and if you made it till here, then be sure to like this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.